Welcome to Sexy in Your 60s. This is a space for women 50 and beyond who are choosing to live with vitality, intention, and joy in this chapter of life and the ones ahead of us. I'm your host, Devora Citron, registered nurse, National Board Certified Health and Wellbeing Coach, and Plant Strong advocate. On this podcast, we explore what truly helps women thrive in midlife and beyond through evidence-based health insights, real stories, practical strategies, and the deeper sense of meaning that makes life feel rich and connected. I intentionally chose the title, Sexy in Your 60s. When I use the word sexy, I'm not talking about sexuality or how we're seen. I'm talking about energy, confidence, presence, curiosity, purpose. Sexy is how you feel in your body. Sexy is how you move through the world. Sexy is knowing who you are and choosing how you want to show up. I believe this stage of life isn't about winding down. It's about waking up. Not in your 60s? You're still invited to join us. Each episode is designed to support you not just in how you live, but in how you feel in your body, your relationships, and your life. I'm so glad you're here. Let's begin. I want to start today with a feeling. Not a concept, not a framework, a feeling. Imagine feeling grounded, steady in your body, clear in your mind, at home in your own life. Not performing wellness, not chasing a version of yourself you used to be. Actually at home, right here, right now, in this season. And at the same time, having wings. A current running through you that makes you feel alive to what's still ahead. Confident and courageous, even if there's still some fear in the mix, because there probably will be. That's not a problem. That's just what it feels like to be fully in your life. That feeling, that's what I've been building toward. And today, I want to tell you what it is. Over the last 3 weeks, I've been telling you stories. I told you about who she is now, the woman who has done hard, competent, meaningful things her whole life and is standing at the edge of something new, scared anyways, beginning anyways. I told you about what gets in the way. Not fear exactly, but the story we've been living inside for so long, we stopped noticing we were telling it. The role mistaken for identity, the blueprint we cling to instead of showing up for the actual experience. And I told you about what's actually possible. That you already have more than you think you do. That nothing is wasted. That what's possible at this stage of life is not a consolation prize. It's the destination. Those weren't just episodes. They were a conversation I've been wanting to have with you for a very long time. And this is where it lands. I want to speak directly to you for a moment. Not women in general, but you. You're in your 50s or 60s or even beyond, and something has shifted. Your energy isn't quite what it used to be. Your body feels different. The strategies that used to work, the pushing through, the starting over, the getting back on track, the resets, they don't seem to work. At least not the same way they used to. And you're not sure if that's a you problem or a season problem. You're not in crisis, but you're not quite grounded either. You've read the articles, you've listened to the podcasts, and you've gathered more information than you know what to do with. And still, something is missing. No more tips, not another plan. Something that actually fits the life you are living right now. You're tired of feeling your body is a problem to solve. Tired of self-blame when things don't stick. Tired of doing this kind of work alone. And somewhere underneath all of that, there is a question you haven't quite let yourself ask out loud. Not, what should I be doing? But, how do I actually want to feel? And how do I want to live now? That question, that shift is everything. And it's exactly where we begin. I want to tell you about the Sexy in Your 60s coaching experience. I've been building this for a long time. Not just the program itself, but the thinking behind it, the framework, the understanding of what women in this season actually need, which is not more to do, but a different way of being in relationship with themselves. This is a guided group coaching experience for women who are ready to stop pushing and start listening to their bodies, to their energy, to what this chapter of life is actually asking of them. It's not a diet plan. It's not a fitness program. It's not a list of things you should already be doing. It's a container, a structured, supported space where you can actually slow down, see yourself clearly without judgment, and start making choices that are actually aligned with how you want to feel and live right now. Here's what I know about the women who need this. They don't need permission to do more. They need permission to do less, differently. They don't need to be fixed. They need to be oriented. They don't need another expert telling them what to do. They need a steady guide walking alongside them while they figure out what they actually need. That's my role. Not to prescribe, not to push, to provide a calm, honest, grounded presence while you do the work of becoming yourself. By the time we are done, I want you to be able to say honestly these things. I understand what my body and my energy need now. I'm no longer guessing or chasing every new idea. I trust myself to make choices that fit this season of my life. I have a simple, realistic way forward that I can actually sustain. And I feel steadier, less pressured about getting it right, more at home in my own life. Not perfect, not fixed, not a new version of some younger self. At home, grounded, with wings. I want to say one more thing before I tell you how to find this. I am a registered nurse. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach, and I am a lifestyle medicine practitioner. I've been working in healthcare and education for 40 years, but that's not why I think I can guide you through this. I'm 64 years old, and I'm navigating this exact terrain, not from a distance, not from a place of having it all figured out, from inside the same decades that you are in, with the same questions, the same body changes, the same reckoning about what I want this chapter to be. I've made the mistakes. I've waited too long to ask for help. I've pushed when I should have listened. I've clung to the blueprint when I should have shown up for the actual experience. I know what it costs. And I have been taking care of women your whole lives in one form or another. That's not a marketing line. It's just what happened when I looked back at 40 years and I could finally see the whole thread. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here because I've been walking this terrain and I know some things about it. And I would rather not have you figure it out all alone. The Sexy in Your 60s coaching experience is open for registration. If what you've heard over these last 4 weeks has landed somewhere real in you, if you've recognized yourself in any part of these stories, I want to invite you in. Not because you need to be fixed, but because you deserve a container that actually fits where you are. Because this work is better when you don't do it alone. Because you have been asking the wrong question for long enough, and the right one is waiting. Go to slanttoplanets.com/sexyinyour60s. The link is below. Everything you need to know is there. What we cover, how it works, how to enroll. Read it. See if it fits. And if it does, I'd love to see you inside. I want to leave you with the thing I most want you to carry out of this episode. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too late. You're in a season. This season. And seasons, when you learn to move with them instead of against them, have a way of surprising you. I'm Devora Citron. This is Sexy in Your 60s, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. If today's conversation resonated with you, I invite you to take the next gentle step by downloading the Sexy in Your 60s Starter Guide, a free resource designed to help you reflect on what supports your energy, vitality, and sense of connection in this season of life. You'll find it linked in the show notes or at slanttoplanets.com/starter-guide. You can also explore more of my work, including health coaching, plant-forward nutrition, and resources for vibrant living at slanttoplanets.com. And for the ultimate transformation, join the Sexy in Your 60s coaching experience at sexyinyour60s.com. If this episode spoke to you, please consider following the podcast, leaving a review, or sharing it with someone who might need it right now. That's how these conversations continue to grow. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay curious, and stay boldly, beautifully sexy, exactly as you are.